Welcome to Ancient Forbidden Knowledge. I'm your host, Ben Carter. Beneath the sun-bleached stones and wind-sculpted pillars of Cappadocia, a trove of ancient secrets lies hidden. These are not merely ruins or forgotten artifacts, but entire cities carved deep into the earth, bearing silent testimony to humanity's resilience in the face of impending catastrophe. Imagine communities of ancient people, their faces lit by flickering torchlight, laboring tirelessly to burrow into the bedrock. The air, thick with dust, reverberates with the steady rhythm of pickaxes against stone. It's an enterprise of survival, a testament to the indomitable human spirit in the face of the unknown. These are the underground cities of Cappadocia, vast subterranean networks weaving an intricate web beneath the arid landscape of modern-day Turkey. A catacomb of tunnels, chambers, and passageways that once teemed with life, housing thousands of people along with their livestock and food supplies. But why? What could drive entire communities to abandon the warmth of the sun and the open sky, to seek refuge in the belly of the earth? The answer, some scholars suggest, lies in a global cataclysm. A disaster of such magnitude that it compelled these ancient civilizations to burrow deep into the earth for survival. The exact nature of this cataclysm remains shrouded in mystery. Was it a devastating war, a climatic shift, or perhaps the fear of celestial events, the threat of a meteor shower, or even a comet strike? The clues are scarce and often cryptic, buried deep within the annals of history or etched into the walls of these subterranean cities themselves. In the dim light of these ancient chambers, one can't help but feel a sense of awe and trepidation. Each carved room, each winding passage whispers tales of survival, resilience, and an uncanny foresight. These were not hastily dug shelters, but meticulously planned and executed havens, complete with ventilation shafts, water wells, and defensive measures, all designed to support life for extended periods. Intriguingly, the underground cities of Cappadocia bear a striking resemblance to other subterranean structures found across the globe, from the Hypogeum of Malta to the Longyu grottos of China. These similarities point to a possible global phenomenon, a shared response to a common catastrophe threatening the survival of humanity. The truth behind these ancient cities remains elusive, their secrets locked away deep beneath the rocky terrain of Cappadocia. Yet their echoes of past peril serve as a stark reminder of our fragile existence and the lengths to which our ancestors went to persevere against all odds. Today, these underground cities stand as a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a symbol of survival against global cataclysm. Our story begins in the striking landscape of Cappadocia, a region in central Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. A land of fairy chimneys and Byzantine frescoes, Cappadocia has been a cradle of civilizations, each leaving an indelible mark on its history and geography. Yet it was the discovery of the underground cities in the 1960s, quite by accident, that catapulted Cappadocia onto the world stage. These subterranean habitats were stumbled upon during routine construction work. As earth was moved to make way for a new building, a gaping hole was revealed, leading down into the darkness. What lay beneath was not just a simple cave or a forgotten cellar, but an elaborate labyrinth of tunnels, chambers, and passageways extending deep into the earth. Further exploration revealed that these were not isolated instances, but part of a complex network of underground cities dotted across the region. Derinkuyu, the largest of these, could accommodate as many as 20,000 people, along with their livestock and food supplies. Kaymakli, another significant city, had a similar capacity. These cities had everything needed to sustain life underground for extended periods, including fresh water wells, ventilation shafts, and even defensive measures against potential invasions. But who were the people who built these extraordinary cities? Archaeological evidence suggests that the earliest signs of habitation in Cappadocia can be traced back to the Hittite era, around 1800 to 1200 BCE. However, it is widely believed that the subterranean cities were expanded and extensively used by the early Christians during the Byzantine era, particularly during times of Arab-Byzantine wars, as a refuge against invading forces. Enigmatic symbols and cryptic inscriptions etched into the walls of these cities provide tantalizing clues about their inhabitants. Some of these symbols bear striking resemblance to early Christian iconography, hinting at their religious significance. However, the absence of clear historical records leaves a lot open to interpretation. The discovery of these underground cities has sparked an ongoing debate among researchers. While some argue that these cities were built in response to a specific cataclysmic event, others contend that they were a result of the region's unique geological conditions and socio-political context. The reality, as is often the case, may lie somewhere in between. These cities, once bustling with life and activity, now stand silent and empty, their true purpose and origins remaining shrouded in mystery. Yet they continue to intrigue researchers and explorers, each new clue adding another piece to the puzzle of our enigmatic past. Whether driven by fear of a global cataclysm or the need for strategic defense, the ancient underground cities of Cappadocia serve as a poignant reminder of human ingenuity and resilience in the face of adversity. As we delve deeper into the heart of Cappadocia, let us draw our attention to the ancient legends, mythologies, and historical writings that surround these enigmatic underground cities. These narratives, often woven into the tapestry of oral traditions, provide valuable insights into the socio-cultural context of the time and the possible reasons behind the creation of these architectural marvels. Ancient texts speak of the Hittites, a powerful Bronze Age civilization that ruled over the region, who are believed to have initiated the construction of these subterranean dwellings. Hittite mythology brims with stories of underworld deities and cataclysmic events, suggesting a cultural predisposition for constructing underground sanctuaries. The Hittites held a strong belief in the existence of a chthonic underworld, a place of both fear and reverence, where gods and spirits resided. This belief could have contributed to their decision to build below the surface. Moving forward to the Byzantine era, the underground cities of Cappadocia gained prominence as a refuge for early Christians. This was a period marked by intense religious persecution and strife. It is believed that these Christians, fleeing from Arab invasions, sought sanctuary in the underground cities. Their influence can be seen in the religious symbols and cryptic inscriptions adorning the city walls. These iconographic elements point towards the deep spiritual significance these cities held for their occupants. Apart from the historical context, folkloric tales offer another perspective. Local legends speak of a great calamity that forced people to seek shelter underground. This calamity varies from tales of celestial catastrophes, such as a rain of fire from the heavens, to terrestrial threats like marauding armies. While the exact nature of this disaster remains vague, the common thread across these stories is the anticipation of a colossal threat, grave enough to drive entire communities underground. Yet, despite the rich tapestry of historical records, myths, and legends, much about the ancient underground cities of Cappadocia remains veiled in mystery. Each narrative, whether etched in stone or passed down through generations, offers but a glimpse into the motivations and the lives of those who dwelt beneath the surface. Their true purpose, their fears and beliefs, their struggles and triumphs, continue to be subjects of intense research and speculation. As we piece together these fragments of the past, we are reminded of the profound resilience and adaptability of human societies in the face of adversity. With the limited light of our modern torches, we traverse the labyrinthine passageways of these ancient cities, the echoes of forgotten histories whispering through the cold, silent halls. On the walls, the faded remnants of frescoes and inscriptions tell a story of a civilization that once thrived beneath the earth. One of the most prominent artifacts found within these subterranean metropolises is the multitude of churches carved into the rock, their interiors adorned with religious frescoes. The Byzantine Christians, it seems, held their faith close even in the face of adversity. The existence of these sanctuaries indicates not only a commitment to religious observance, but also a community that sought solace in their faith during times of upheaval. Several of these frescoes depict scenes from the Bible, most notably the Last Judgment, which tells of the end of the world and the final judgment of all souls. Scholars interpret this recurring theme as a reflection of the occupants' anticipation of cataclysmic events, further fueling theories of these cities being built as a refuge from disaster. In addition to religious frescoes, explorers have discovered inscriptions in Greek and Syriac scripts. Some of these inscriptions are cryptic, possibly coded messages or prayers, while others are more straightforward, providing names, dates, or events. Deciphering these texts could help provide valuable insights into the lives of those who sought refuge in these underground cities, their fears, their hopes, and their beliefs. Alternative theorists propose a more esoteric interpretation of the inscriptions and frescoes. They posit the existence of a hidden knowledge, an ancient wisdom encoded in the symbols and images. This perspective proposes that the inhabitants of these underground cities were not merely refugees, but the keepers of secret teachings, preserving them from the cataclysms that threatened their world above. However, the question remains, why were these cities built underground? The most conventional explanation is that of defense against invaders. Yet others argue that these intricate underground networks suggest a more complex motivation. Some theorists propose that the inhabitants anticipated a global cataclysm and built these cities as a safeguard against such a disaster. They believe that the underground cities of Cappadocia represent one of humanity's earliest attempts to survive an anticipated planetary catastrophe. As we delve deeper into these underground cities, the enigma intensifies. Each artifact, each inscription, each structure offers a new piece to the puzzle. And yet, with every answer we find, more questions arise, drawing us further into the depths of these ancient mysteries. The cities of Cappadocia stand as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a monument to a civilization that chose to carve life out of the unforgiving rock beneath the surface of the earth. The existence of such expansive underground networks, replete with cryptic inscriptions and religious iconography, raises another question. Why has this knowledge been suppressed or obscured over the centuries? It's an intriguing question, one that treads the thorny path of censorship, religious dogma, and the rewriting of history. In the shifting sands of time, many ancient civilizations and their knowledge have been lost, either inadvertently through the ravages of time or deliberately through acts of suppression. From religious orders to empires and even modern institutions seeking control, there has been a consistent pattern of knowledge being hidden, censored, or rewritten. In the case of Cappadocia, the Byzantine Empire played a significant role in shaping religious doctrine and societal norms. As a powerful entity, the empire had the ability to suppress knowledge that did not align with its religious or political agenda. The underground cities, with their cryptic inscriptions and esoteric imagery, may have represented a threat to the established order. Consequently, the knowledge of these cities and their inhabitants might have been deemed heretical or dangerous, leading to its suppression. But the suppression of knowledge is not confined to the annals of antiquity. Even today, institutions and governments often control the dissemination of information that challenges established narratives. In the modern context, the underground cities of Cappadocia pose a significant challenge to mainstream historical and archaeological perspectives. Their existence raises uncomfortable questions about human history and our understanding of ancient civilizations. Moreover, the potential esoteric knowledge encoded in the inscriptions and frescoes could be perceived as a threat by institutions invested in maintaining a certain worldview. The apparent foresight of the city builders, their elaborate construction techniques, and possible anticipation of global cataclysms all point towards a level of advanced knowledge that defies conventional historical timelines. Could it be, then, that the true nature of these cities and their inhabitants has been obscured, not out of ignorance, but as a deliberate act of censorship? The suppression of such knowledge would serve to maintain control over historical narratives, preserving mainstream perspectives while marginalizing alternative theories. This exploration into the suppression and secrecy surrounding the underground cities of Cappadocia presents us with a complex tapestry of power, knowledge, and control. It invites us to question accepted narratives and to consider the possibility of lost or hidden wisdom. The enigmatic cities beneath Cappadocia serve as a potent symbol of mankind's inherent will to survive, to adapt, and to preserve knowledge against the tides of time and the machinations of power. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the underground cities of Cappadocia, we encounter intriguing connections to other ancient civilizations that suggest a forgotten global network of knowledge. The similarities in symbols, technologies, and beliefs across these distant cultures cannot be dismissed as mere coincidence. Consider the ancient civilization of Egypt, renowned for its pyramids and hieroglyphics. Within the underground cities of Cappadocia, one can observe hieroglyphic-like inscriptions that bear a striking resemblance to those found in Egyptian tombs. These inscriptions, beautifully etched onto the walls of the underground cities, suggest a shared form of communication or symbolism. The advanced construction techniques used in the creation of the underground cities are mirrored in the architectural feats of other ancient civilizations. The precision with which the builders of Cappadocia carved out intricate tunnels and chambers from solid rock mirrors the accuracy and sophistication seen in the construction of the Mayan temples of Central America and the Incan structures of Machu Picchu. Intriguingly, the concept of a cataclysmic event that would necessitate such protective measures is not unique to the inhabitants of the Cappadocian cities. The Sumerian civilization, considered the cradle of civilization, left behind cuneiform tablets that describe a great deluge, an event that resonates with the biblical tale of Noah's Ark. Such parallels in belief systems indicate a shared understanding or anticipation of global cataclysms across diverse cultures. Furthermore, the reverence for celestial bodies, a common thread in most ancient civilizations, also appears in the underground cities of Cappadocia. The presence of astronomical symbols inscribed on the walls suggests a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos, akin to the knowledge held by civilizations such as the Mayans, who were known for their advanced astronomical observations. These connections, spanning across continents and cultures, hint at a global network of knowledge in the ancient world, far more interconnected than we currently understand. They suggest the presence of a shared global wisdom, a common technology, and perhaps even a coordinated effort to prepare for cataclysms envisaged on a global scale. These powerful similarities challenge the established narratives of isolated development and prompt us to reconsider our understanding of the past. Could these connections be evidence of a global civilization, a shared culture, or a common source of knowledge that has been obscured by the sands of time? As we ponder these questions, the underground cities of Cappadocia continue to provide compelling evidence of a forgotten world, a world that survives within the heart of the earth, silently whispering tales of a time we are yet to fully comprehend. The intricate design and complex functionality of the underground cities of Cappadocia hint towards an advanced understanding of energy, consciousness, and physics, wisdom that modern science is just beginning to rediscover. The ventilation shafts, for instance, were not randomly placed but meticulously arranged to ensure a constant flow of fresh air, even at the deepest levels. This reveals an impressive grasp of air dynamics, a science that was thought to be a relatively recent discovery. The efficient use of natural light was another notable feature. Light wells, strategically placed, allowed sunlight to penetrate to considerable depths, minimizing the need for artificial lighting. This understanding of the properties of light and reflection indicates a mastery of physical concepts that were supposedly unknown in the ancient world. Moreover, the cities were equipped with intricate water systems, ensuring a steady supply of water to all levels. This water was collected from wells and was also used to cool the cities during the hot summer months. This understanding of fluid dynamics and thermodynamics, as well as the utilization of what we today call geothermal energy, is astonishing. Turning to consciousness, the presence of communal spaces such as churches and meeting rooms suggests that the inhabitants of these cities understood the importance of maintaining social bonds and collective identity even under the threat of a cataclysmic event. This speaks to an advanced understanding of societal structures and human psychology. Finally, the astronomical symbols inscribed on the walls and the alignment of certain structures with celestial bodies reflect a deep understanding of cosmic cycles. The very design of these cities suggests that their builders had knowledge of the Earth's axial tilt and precession. They may have even used this knowledge to determine the timing of the supposed cataclysms. This potentially forgotten wisdom, preserved in the stone of these underground cities, leads us to question, what else might our ancestors have known that we are yet to rediscover? What other secrets are hidden within these ancient cities, waiting to be deciphered? As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Cappadocia, we are drawn into a world far removed from our own, yet uncannily familiar. We are forced to reconsider our perception of the past and acknowledge the possibility that our ancestors possessed knowledge that we are only beginning to understand. The underground cities of Cappadocia stand as silent witnesses to this forgotten wisdom, challenging us to look beyond our modern assumptions and embrace the enigmatic past from which we emerged. The spiritual and metaphysical implications of the ancient underground cities of Cappadocia are as profound as they are enigmatic. As we delve into this realm, we are confronted with the concept of a civilization that not only understood physical sciences, but also possessed a deep spiritual wisdom. The architectural design of these cities, with their vast network of tunnels and chambers, may well be symbolic of a cosmology that saw the universe as interconnected and cyclical, much like the Buddhist concept of dependent origination, where all things are interrelated and influence each other. This philosophy is echoed in the interconnected pathways of the cities, as well as the cyclical nature of their design, which allowed for the continuous movement of people, air, and water. The presence of churches and spaces for communal gatherings further suggests that these cities were not merely survival bunkers, but were also centers of spiritual and social activity. The inhabitants may have practiced a form of spirituality that emphasized community and interconnectedness, a belief system that would have provided comfort and unity in times of crisis. The astronomical inscriptions on the walls and the alignment of structures with celestial bodies hint at a cosmology that recognized the intimate relationship between humanity and the cosmos. This understanding resonates with the Hermetic principle of as above, so below, a tenet suggesting that the microcosm of human experience mirrors the macrocosm of the universe. The underground cities may also be seen as a metaphor for the Jungian concept of the collective unconscious, a reservoir of shared ancestral experiences and archetypes. These cities, hidden beneath the surface of the earth, reflect the hidden depths of human consciousness, harboring our shared past and the wisdom of our ancestors. These implications challenge the contemporary Western dichotomy between matter and spirit, between the physical and the metaphysical. The builders of these cities recognized no such divide. For them, the physical and metaphysical were intertwined, two facets of the same reality. The cities themselves, with their blend of practical and spiritual design, embody this holistic worldview. In contemplating the ancient underground cities of Cappadocia, we are thus invited to explore the intersections of science and spirituality, of the physical and the metaphysical. These ancient spaces encourage us to broaden our understanding of the universe and our place within it, prompting us to consider the possibility that our ancestors perceived the world in ways that we are only beginning to comprehend. The rediscovery of the ancient underground cities of Cappadocia in modern times has stirred the curiosity of archaeologists, historians, and seekers of hidden knowledge alike. These cities, once forgotten by time, are now being excavated and explored with modern tools and technologies that are revealing more about their design, purpose, and the people who built them. Archaeological studies of these cities have unearthed artifacts and inscriptions that provide glimpses into the lives of their ancient inhabitants. These archaeological finds not only offer insights into the civilization that built these cities, but also challenge the accepted narrative of human history. They suggest the possibility of a highly advanced ancient civilization with sophisticated knowledge of architecture, astronomy, and spirituality. In addition to archaeology, the ancient knowledge embodied in these cities is being rediscovered through spiritual exploration. These cities, with their labyrinthine passageways and sacred spaces, have become sites of pilgrimage for those seeking spiritual insight and transformation. The spiritual seekers who journey to these cities often report experiences of profound connection with the past, heightened awareness, and altered states of consciousness. These experiences suggest that these cities not only served a practical purpose, but were also spiritual sanctuaries, and perhaps even portals to other realms of consciousness. The ancient knowledge held within these cities has also sparked interest within the realm of forbidden research. This line of inquiry, often marginalized by mainstream academia, delves into the hidden aspects of human history and consciousness. Researchers in this field argue that these cities may hold the key to understanding the true origins of human civilization and our potential for spiritual evolution. This modern awakening to the ancient wisdom of the underground cities of Cappadocia has profound implications. It invites us to reconsider our understanding of human history and our place in the cosmos. It challenges us to look beyond the materialistic worldview that dominates modern thought and explore the spiritual dimensions of our existence. The rediscovery of these cities is thus not just a matter of uncovering buried stones and forgotten passages. It is an awakening to a more profound understanding of our past, a past that may hold the key to our future. As we delve deeper into the secrets of these ancient cities, we may find that the wisdom they hold is not just about survival in times of cataclysm, but also about the evolution of human consciousness and our journey towards a more holistic understanding of ourselves and the universe. In the echoes of these ancient corridors, we hear whispers of forgotten truths, urging us to remember and reclaim the wisdom of our ancestors. As the echoes of the past reverberate through the labyrinthine corridors of these hidden cities, they ripple into our present, unsettling the sediment of centuries-old assumptions and challenging us to question the foundations of our accepted history. The ancient underground cities of Cappadocia, with their remarkable engineering and spiritual resonance, whisper a complex narrative of human resilience, spiritual transcendence, and a profound understanding of the cosmos, a narrative that mainstream history has largely overlooked or dismissed. These whispers from our forgotten past, however, are not mere echoes of a bygone era. They carry a timeless message, a call to remember and reclaim our spiritual heritage and to reimagine our place in the cosmos. This message, encoded in the stone corridors of these cities, speaks of a human civilization that was not just technologically advanced but spiritually evolved, a civilization that understood the intricate web of existence and the delicate balance between the physical and the spiritual realms. The secrets of these cities, hidden beneath the earth and veiled in the mists of time, invite us not only to explore the depth of our history, but also the breadth of our potential. They challenge us to look beyond the surface of our material existence, to delve deeper into the mysteries of consciousness, and to explore the uncharted territories of our spiritual potential. In a world teetering on the edge of environmental, social, and spiritual crises, the wisdom encoded in these cities offers a beacon of hope. It suggests that we, as a species, have faced, survived, and transcended global cataclysms before. It reminds us that we are not mere victims of our circumstances but active shapers of our destiny. It urges us to tap into our innate wisdom and resilience, to rekindle our connection with the cosmos, and to embark on a collective journey towards a more conscious, harmonious, and sustainable future. As we stand at this critical juncture in our history, the ancient underground cities of Cappadocia offer us a mirror to our forgotten past and a compass to our potential future. Through their silent stone corridors, they whisper a timeless truth, that we are not isolated beings tossed on the waves of time, but integral threads in the cosmic tapestry, capable of weaving a future as remarkable as our past. In the heart of these ancient cities, we find not just a testament to human resilience, but a call to remember, to reconnect, and to reawaken to our cosmic heritage. For in the silence of these subterranean sanctuaries, we hear the eternal heartbeat of humanity, pulsating with the promise of rediscovery, renewal, and rebirth. Thanks for listening. This has been Ancient Forbidden Knowledge. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.